Hey guys and gals, let's build the Frog House by LEGO Minecraft. This is set number 21256, and this set was provided to me by the LEGO group for early review. As far as for piece count or retail price, your guess is as good as mine, but check the description. It should be in there by now when this video is released. So yeah, we're going to be building that. And here's bag one, and the set also does come with a pair of medium nougat 16 by 16 stud plates. Okay, and it just jumps right on into bag one. And I haven't done Minecraft sets really in a while, except for that small one I've done. And yeah, let's get into it here. I'm not sure what order these are going to be released, but hopefully I can get them done quickly. And yeah, let's get started here with bag one. And alrighty. So this is the, I think this is the Swamp Warrior. I don't know, but let's see, where am I building at? Way over here. Let's tip that over there. Okay, so the Swamp Warrior's got a sword. And, well, I hate getting stuff in figures' hands. There we go. I think these are just NPCs or just random players. I don't think it ties to any specific person or entity. And we got a fish right here, so this must be a fishing pole. So hard to say if it's a he or a she, but that's a lot of stuff for one minifigure to hold on to. There you go. And that takes care of that. And just like with every typical set, we're going to have to build all the accessories first. So, this is probably just an accessory pack. We probably won't even see these for a while. And go figure there. So, I've been parting out some more stuff. I'm trying to get caught up on a bunch of part outs, and I want to really get back into the hardcore mock building. And the point about parting stuff out is I don't have to worry about, there's one bed, and I don't have to worry about the I don't even know. I don't even think I'm making any sense right now. That's just one bed. I thought we were making two beds, so never mind. Okay, now we got to do the furnace. And this is one of those ones that's lit on one side, the other side's not lit, so you can pretend. And that goes on the top like that. Okay, so that's it. And I thought this was part of a mushroom. No, this is, the cake is a lie. There we go. Not done yet. So bag one is essentially just probably accessories at this point. So we're not even going to get to the big build until later. So there we go. So I've been slowly creeping up on finishing up set builds and all that stuff. Oh, wait a minute, this goes on the top here. There we go. You gotta have the two jumblies, not this guy. And that's it. Build that, set that over there. You notice I'm not even building anything with those yet. It's all this stuff. This must be a potion bottle. That's it. And oh, we're building something a little bigger now. You know, and the reason why I accepted the Minecraft sets, other than I like playing the game, it's got good parts for terrain, and this set is no exception to that. So you'll see here throughout the build. And I'm planning on doing this set in just one installment. This has got 6 bags, and I don't know the piece counts. I'm assuming it's probably about 500 or 600. So I'm hoping this will be a set that I can get done really quick, so I can do the fun stuff. So that's why you notice I'm kind of getting it done real quick here. I've been going through some of my old videos doing the rating system, so if I say some bad words, I can let the audience know. And I'm slow going at it right now. We got ourselves the boat. Looks more like a little crate or a box. There it is. And we got the oars to the boat. Set those in there for safekeeping. We're not done yet. Chest. You think that 2x4 plate would go on the bottom? Oh, that goes on the bottom. But it's got one of these flat lids for the trunk, which makes more sense for a Minecraft chest. And they're outfitted with 2 studs. And we throw 2 slime blobs in there too. I'm just going to throw the 3rd one in there, just because it's probably a spare. And that's essentially it, with only 2 pieces, well, 3 pieces. So bag 1 just does accessories. Here we are with bag 2, and I haven't used the butter containers in so long I had to dig for them. Because all the sets I have been doing lately have been pretty much either too big, or I just one of those quick builds. So at least now we're finally using those again. And looks like we're starting something with glue. So far I say bag 1 is actually isolated, so possibly this could be built with a few people. We don't know yet. I'm hoping it is. Must be another rack. I mean, if these are the swamp thingies and stuff, I'm sure we're going to see the frogs and stuff. There are 3 frogs included. So we will be taking a look at those pretty soon. And let's just set those there until I find all the parts. And there's some pieces in here that are of use, I could use them for. So for me personally, this is going to be a good treasure trove of parts, especially for terrain builders. And I always encourage anybody who gets into terrain building, buy the Minecraft sets. Okay, just, not too bad for terrain building at all. I'm just hoping this is a collaborative build. I don't think I've ever seen a Minecraft set that's collaborative yet. And so far the set is at a 10. We just started. I mean, we're getting close here. So it looks like we're messing with a lot of big pieces, huh? Now, I like these type of sets because I don't have to spend all day trying to hunt for 1x1s. I mean, it's nice to have them occasionally, but I want to be able to easily grab parts. So, there we go. At least we're getting something done, huh? There we go. So I've been trying to edit some more of that, which I can talk about it now because it's already been released. That Monkey Kid set, I've been trying to get that done. I'm on the 3rd installment now. You probably already seen all of them, or probably not. But I'm slowly editing those out. Right now I had to shut the laptop off. I was doing it on there just so I can lounge in bed working on the editing stuff. So I got that out of the way. And I just got to render it now, but I'm using my time right now to do this. Okay, green goes on outside, blue goes on the inside. So unfortunately, this is only just like 1 or 2 steps, pieces in per step. Just one of those, and that's printed right there. And I'm hoping the camera turns out very well on this today. Actually, this is a bedside build. I think today is the 29th of November 2023. Okay, that goes... Hold on. Okay, it goes there. Yeah, almost done with November. And pretty soon, Christmas will be over, and then we'll be back to the usual stuff that we all do every day, work and school. Except I'd just be working and pretty much be a caregiver. So I'm hoping to get some stuff built tonight. I still want to work on this one tutorial. Oh, we got to build 2 of these. You know. Here's one of the frogs. Just a little creature. Put him there, and the slime block, you get a little baby slime there, and he just goes over here. Okay. And that is what we have remaining for this bag. Or what you can do is just set that right in there over here. And just say you got a few extra frog eggs. Alright, let's see what bag 3 has to offer. Maybe we're building onto this, we don't know. It could be 2 pieces, it could be separate. But I have a feeling this is not going to be a really good balanced collaborative build. Don't you hate those things? When you're swimming, next thing you know they spear you with their tridents. At least it comes with a trident. I'll slide that out of the way because we got to do this part first. Or you know what? He's pretty easy. We're just going to pull out his parts, his body parts. And then we'll just get to him later as we go. Okay, rotate that around. And let's get started on that fella. I don't think we're going to be able to say that this is a collaborative build. It'd be nice if these sets were. You could also have, if you have a few kids, they can take turns building the set. You know, but the whole point about it is just everyone can build together at the same time. Not just one person sits and watches the other person build. Now I got to make 2 of something here. At least I paid attention this time. I still need these in sand, or either sand yellow or brick yellow, or just tan. Okay, I found his torso. I can put that in there now. So you start finding his body parts, we'll put him together. Okay, we can get him done right now. Get him out of the way. Alright, at least they're getting it done here. What's lefty or righty? Let's see what he is. He's a lefty, okay. And try to match what the book does. Now I do these, when I do the review, I don't want my minifigures tipping over, so I always do them like that. For something like this, I'm not even going to bother. I don't know, I don't know if I'll need to do a close-up shot on this one or not. And the reason being is this is another fairly small set. We'll see how it goes. Usually when they're flat, they're just easy to do versus something that's, you know, do we need to do close-ups on something like this? We'll see. Minecraft sets, I just kind of breeze through them. A lot of my viewers are just not interested in Minecraft in general. I don't think there's anybody in the LEGO community that likes it, you know, likes Minecraft. I do it just because it's very soothing and I get to build. Not only that I get to build, I have things trying to complicate my adventures. You try to attack me and stuff, so I'd rather just play like that. I wish LEGO Worlds had that, but no, LEGO Worlds never had all that. Unless, like, a skeleton or a creature could walk by, they won't do anything until you punch them, and then they kind of go into aggression mode, and then they'll come after you. You know, they had the same flavor as Minecraft, yeah, but what really turned me off on LEGO Worlds is the lack of snot building. That's the one thing that killed it for me. Back in the old days, you could import a model. I imported one of, I think it was the family suburban home, and it was fun to go through it, except the snot didn't work. I had the brick facing on the front, the tiles didn't show up, it was just wasn't fun. Okay. Can you see everything okay? Yes, you can. And we're on step 25. This is not going slow at all. This is going pretty quick. I thought this was going to be a very slow build, but we don't know yet. This could still go very slow. We gotta make 2 of those. Yeah, probably have about another 23, 24 sets left to go through. The Ambassador Network is supposed to send us out a holiday gift. And I went on there today, my form was still processing. I was like, frowny face. Some people already had theirs. And I'm like, mine hasn't even moved. I need to check and make sure I filled everything out right. Oh, wait a minute. We're not quite done yet. We still have to set 2 bricks on the top of that. I'm not a fan of doing Minecraft sets like I used to. But why do I accept offers like this? Because they're really good for terrain. And the whole emphasis of these type of reviews is to show you that these sets do have good terrain parts. I get that question, where do you get all the warm colors to do the terrain? These type of sets right here. They have the best terrain parts. Why? Because these are earth tone colors. You know, and they're earth tones, they're pretty cool. In fact, we hadn't got to the platform yet to make the house, huh? We haven't used any accessories over there yet, so it still could be possible for 2 people, but somebody's going to get shortchanged on the build. And there's nothing left remaining for bag 3. Okay, now let's get on to bag 4. This set's going pretty quick, quicker than I thought it was going to be. I think the size of the box fooled me, because we're mostly messing with big bricks, which doesn't bother me too much. And this guy here is going to be easy to put together because his torso and his head and his legs stick out like a sore thumb. And my computer is making a knocking noise. And I hate to think more fans are going bad. I'll have to check it out later. And now in bag 4 we get to use one of these plates here. So I'll move that off to the side. See how Lego already puts this part on here without any arrows? I've done that a few times. It just saves a bit of time there. So I may just be inclined to do the review before I go to bed. Bedside build. We're going to have to do the reviews here. This color here reminds me of like pumpkin pie or something. It's a great fall color too, the dark orange. Okay, we put those in there. Why don't you just tell me to put 8 in there and just show an arrow with the one going in the back. Whoops, that's just... Oh, I forgot. Oh, we're going to have to... I don't know if I should ding a point on this or not. No brick separator is provided with this set. So if you don't have one and you're getting the set, you may want to try to scrounge one up, borrow one. Just don't use like a butter knife or something, because you will damage your parts or worse. Okay, well, we just stick those in there. So this goes right here. And we need the, let's just grab it on film, we're going to need it anyways. A lit furnace, we'll have that there, and then the crafting table. Maybe I have to make one of these in like a mock of one of my cabins or something that I build in there, and just do that. And we got the cake as a lie there, and a potion. And the bed goes here. Oh, wait a minute, the bed's supposed to stick out. Uh-oh. Well, at least the bed easily came out. So just leave a 2x2 opening back there. Okay, just leave this open. I don't know if it's critical or not. Maybe for the figures to sit in there, I don't know. So just leave that open. See, stacking plates on here. This is where a brick separator may come in handy, but the set does not provide them at all. And this goes here. We hadn't even got to any more. It's just we're building a bunch of little parts right now. I'll have to figure out why my computer's making a knocking noise. Jay, you're gonna have to build a new one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Or just take some it's hard, it's some kind of fabric that we use. When I pulled the dash out of my car, I rewrapped part of the joints to prevent it from rubbing. So you don't get, when you're driving around, you don't hear that rubbing noise of the old plastic. It's like a fabric, like velvet or something. It's hard to explain. I use it a lot in a lot of electronic stuff. So it just kind of prevents the squeaky. I may have to do that. Maybe something just needs to be tightened up. And I'm hoping it's not a fan going bad too. Alrighty, that takes care of that one. Must be a piece of sandstone. That carved sandstone? Probably that's what it is. Or it could just be sand. So if you look at this box, I mean, if it told me what pieces, it'd be different. I don't know. But it's a very fast build. This is not a slow build by any means. This must be birch fences here. I'm sure to a Lego City builder this is probably a little boring, but if you've never played Minecraft, just imagine doing this in a game. Also behind my computer there's a bunch of wires, so something in there's probably just rubbing around. And there we go. Must be the hinge for the gate. So you gotta make another one, so there's probably double gates here. Yeah, the other night I was watching the classic 1964 Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Yeah, that's always a good little Christmas classic to watch, but man, they're showing this stuff so early now. I'm just like, why? Yeah, so indeed these are birch fences and gates, so these do open up here. There you go. So these are kind of stiff, so you just have to, I don't think you could do it, I guess you could. And that's it for bag 4. Okay. Yeah. Oh, look at this. So I think if we're just doing big parts, I think the box is just mostly full of big pieces. I really wanted to know the piece count of this. So, well, let's continue on here. And there's a lot of dark orange, so if you're buying this set for parts, you get a lot of dark orange and a couple of medium nougat bricks. So you get a pair of 1x16s. Right for like headers above doors and windows. In between doing the bags here, I'm actually finding out what's going on with my computer. So far it's stopped, knock on wood. I was moving some cables around back there. There was just one kind of just flopping around. Could have been the wind from the fan just kind of playing a joke on it. Of course I got the Bluetooth antenna up there too that I need to figure out. I gotta make 4 of these little boogers and set these right in here. These little things here. So if this thing is not that big, I got the turntable freed up, so I may just go ahead and throw it on the turntable real quick. And just do a 360 spin. See, there it goes again. It only happens when I walk away from the computer. Hope that's not a sign of things to come, because the next time, I already told that computer, it's like, next time you break down, that's it. Time to place an order for parts, snag my graphics card out of it, and then that thing will go into the scrap bin for recycling. Of course, it could be a ghost too. You don't know. One thing bad about Minecraft sets, so they're very brittle. They just don't stand up to the test of time. Oh, one of that big Monkey Kid set that I did. It just, I was packing it up inside of a tote, you know, so I can have some space, free up the turntable. Because I haven't, at the time of this, I haven't published the review. Okay, did I mess up here? Yes, I did. At the time of the review, I haven't published it because I haven't finished the review up yet. I'm just working on the build processes. And yeah, I bumped into it and it started disintegrating, and I thought, well, I may have to start doing a durability test on some of these sets. Just after I'm done with the thumbnail, just kind of mess around with it, roughhouse with it, and see if it just falls apart. You know? I mean, I understand if you dropped it, it probably would, but see how Lego did this right here? Why don't we do that with the bricks underneath all that? I don't know. Stick those back there. Oh, we got to build 4 more of those little fence pieces. Boring. Yeah, I got to get them done though. Probably this is the longest bag we're going to be in, just mostly because we're building little fences. See, I hear it. First I thought I had Minecraft. It's almost got the sound of the little fire, the furnace thing going off. But I have Minecraft running in the background, but it's muted. We don't want to get in trouble for copyright. Oh yeah, I found somebody snagging videos again. I'm saving the claim for a special day, like Merry Christmas. Here's your copyright thing. I don't know why people snag my videos. They're free for everybody to watch. You know, they can add them. I have it set up to where they can add them to playlist and all that stuff. And I don't get why people do that though. What's the point of snagging somebody else's videos? Just make your version and give me credit for it. Say, hey, Jay inspired me to make my own copy. Here it is. And it'd be yours. And but whoever's re-uploading, man, their quality it's bad. I mean, these are really old videos, and they're just like, what, you know? I don't know. I don't think I have any sound turned on too. I'm not sure what these are. Well, it's supposed to be those lanterns, those frog lanterns or whatever they're called. The frogs eat the magma, the baby magmas. Not sure what these are. Okay, they go here. Okay, we got to make 2 of these. Yeah, lots of dark orange in this set, which is pretty cool. Yeah, tonight I was mentioning fish and chips. And I was like, man, I'm craving this. And kind of hinted about it and said, well, I'm going to have a lot of free time. And you get the snub nose. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go alone. They'll probably tell me to pick them up a bite to eat. I'm like, no. I gotta find some other stuff to do too. Alright, so I'm not sure what these are for unless they're supposed to go over this area here. I'll find out here in a second. It looks like it almost fits in these 2 areas. And that's exactly where they go. They go right here. This is supposed to hang over here, I guess. Like that. So that's what it's supposed to look like. See how dark that is? Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, it's much better. Okay, these dark colors sometimes don't show up. And then now we gotta, I forgot to put the flat tiles on the top of all that. Well, we can do it now. It's not a big deal. And we gotta change some stuff around here. I don't think we're quite done with this thing yet. I'm missing a tile. Well, there it was. The frog house was trying to eat it. And I gotta figure out what's causing the ticking noise again. Stack two of these together, then you have to flip this over and stick this right smack dab right in the middle here. I'm just gonna stick my hand in here and hold on to that. And I have a feeling it goes right on that, which is where it goes. So, put that right in there. Let's make sure that's where it sits. No, it does not sit there. It sits right there. So, these are supposed to sit in here like this. And you're going to have to line up a lot of stuff here, including the stairs. Ooh, don't press down there like what I just did. Oh, I thought there would be something in. That's just resting on a tile. Okay. Remember to press the middle down too, I think. Oh, the middle just sits in there like that. Oh. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I don't want to bend that. I almost bent that. This is kind of Lego. This is really sloppy. You should have just done is move these over here and it would have made this a lot stronger. But did you do that? No, I mean even in here in the book it just has that joint lining up. That's I'm going to have to ding off a point. That's kind of a structural issue there. And there is no parts remaining for bag 5. And we have bag 6. I think bag 6 is going to finish up the roof because you also need this. And we got the green hand from the void. So this must be the frog hand from the green toad. Okay. And that, yes, I throw them on the floor and that's it. Okay, we're going to need to be working on this side. Looks like this bag actually has the most parts. So, we're working on this side here. Trying to really push that down there. It says there's 3 of them, but I think the third one goes here. I've been kind of listening for that noise in the back of my computer. I walk away, it starts acting up when I'm right there. It just, I don't know. Alright, so I'll just have to diagnose it later. It seems like it's something thermal. Reach my hand back there and the graphics cards fans are not really spinning as they should. That's not only a brand new graphics card, but that's the second one I had. The first one died, and you know, if that's the case, then I'll just take it back and say, hey, give me a refund at this point. I'm not wasting my time. It's liquid cooled too, but it should still pull the air through it. Yeah, we got a gray frog. We'll set him there. That's where the book tells us to put him. And yeah, I'm overdue for a new build anyways. See, why don't we put these pieces in bag 5, then bag 6 start this? I don't get it. I just don't understand sometimes how Lego does this stuff. And I'll see if we can get this done in review. I don't know if I may just do the review all in one sitting on this and just do that. But then I found it's just easier to make separate files. And then when I'm editing them, it's not too bad. I don't have to go in and try to guess with this monstrous file that I'm working on now. Of course, it is sitting at I think 80 degrees in here right now. Outside, it's like in the 20s. It's pretty toasty in here. I've been editing videos all day, playing Minecraft, and you know, when everybody's asleep, I gotta try to keep the door closed for consideration, so I don't do that to disturb anyone, but I think it's just, maybe it's thermal or something. I read up on it, it's got to reach 60 degrees Celsius in order for it to trigger off the fans. And I thought, well, what if I just want them to run slowly and just pull the air through, and because the radiator alone is not going to pull that out. I'm just kind of troubleshooting here. I don't like the ticking noise, and you're hearing ticking noises and things rattling, and that's a sign I need to upgrade anyways. But still, looks like we got some eyes here. It looks like it's just a very basic roof at this point. I may just do a close-up shot on this, and the reason being is it'd be easy to take the camera and point it in there anyways, so it's not, all it does is gives me one extra clip I have to edit. So for something like this and seeing how big it is, yeah, I'm inclined to do the special, the extra scene here. So how do I usually do that? When I get done with this, I'll do the review, or the 360 spin tour, or we'll do the review, I'll do the 360 spin, and then we'll come and do the close-up. And then this goes on the top here. Can you see if I put that on there? It just sits on there. I mean, see this right here? Look at that. That's very, I'll have to make a note of that. So the build quality say on this is probably average to fair. Sorry, Lego, but I think you rushed through this one here. Even the little baby frogs agree too that you rushed. Like those there. There we go. And we're not done yet. We got to build some more stuff here. It's like, oh, I'm done. No, you're not done. You got to do some more. We got a lot of flowers too, so I got to put all that little stuff on. Looks like this might be beetroot. I can always use extra stud flowers. And these work good for ice cream cones too. Or cupcakes, because it's the color. So you can always use those. In fact, that does sound good. I was craving for donuts the other day and just didn't get up early enough to get them. If you don't get the donuts at a certain time, you go in there, you get the early bird leftovers, which is not usually that good. See, there it goes again. I think it's the fans on that stupid thing. If that's the case, and I'll just buy an AMD. I mean, I'm running Minecraft in the background, but I don't really play some intense games anyways, but I don't want to put in the 1050 back in there. I'm kind of spoiled getting things done quickly, not wasting my time. Now, that's really a waste of time when that flies out. So, and we just have one of these sitting in the middle here. Is there any significant meaning that's going to go on that, or does that just sit there? That one by one plate. Okay, and the crate goes here. That could be a compost bin too. I didn't think about that. I can always use these light royal blue flowers. Those will always come in handy. So those must be, oh, I can't remember what that flower was called. The flower that grows in the swamp that I'm always trying to find. I can't remember what it was, but I always called it the swamp flowers because I always could use those. And that's it. And this is what we have remaining. And this just sits. This just sits here. Yeah, there we go. And it shows you done when you put all the action figures and stuff in there. Action figures, minifigures. And that is it. Now I can't show you the rest of this. Why? Because some of these sets haven't been released yet. So I can't show you the back of the book. Alright, so that's essentially what that is. What I'm going to go ahead and do is get the turntable. Let me get everything off of it. And we're just going to set it up here. And this is essentially what this set is. It's, well, let's see how sturdy this is. Well, this is not too bad. The reason why I'm setting it up here now, when I do the review, it's just easier to do that. And it feels okay. And let's bring this up. Alright, let's make sure this is centered here. I don't have my cleats anymore on the bottom, so I got to do it all by hand. Okay. Get all the abundance of accessories. And then we'll set this up. And then I'll do my thumbnail right on this. So, that's basically what this is. It's obviously playable. And you got plenty of accessories. And, yeah, I mean, here's the chest. Where does the chest go? Does it just sit in there? Let's take a look at the manual. Maybe we forgot to put the chest in the house, but you can open this up here. And the reason why I'm going to set the chest in here anyways is to get it off the thing and just kind of set it inside. It doesn't open up. I don't think it will. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so we're going to have to do a close-up shot on this book here. And now put this back on, just be holding her there because this thing is not really friendly. You got your boat. You're drowned. Now let's try the zombie. Usually the zombies hide in this stuff because it's pretty dark in there, right? So we'll stick his hands out all the way. No, the new Minecraft, they stick their hands up like that when they're trying to come after you. So I'm just going to make him look like he's walking here. Does this close up all the way? Nothing binding? Okay, good. And then we'll have our random player. We'll have him or her sitting there. And the boat that goes rocky, rocky. And that is it, folks. And let's take a quick look here. So, nothing exciting in there. At least it'll protect you from the phantoms. But not only that, we got a cold draft that can blow in there, and you can stick your hand in there too. But also arrows can come flying in from the skeletons. These little 1x1 pieces here are hard to line up, so for the most part, that's what it is. So we're going to jump right on in here with the review with build quality, and it's an average build for Minecraft. You know, you got these extra pieces, and these just feel kind of flimsy, so I'd say it's average to just a fair. It's just I just think it's an average to fair build. It looks interesting, which leads to play value. And there's a lot of play value with this, so obviously you do have the 3 frogs, you got the minifigures, the boat, movable top, plenty of accessories. So this is not only just an accessory build, but it's also meant for you to play with. Just stick that right in there too. And for the most part, though, it's a fully playable model. Could this be dropped in the city? No. It just seems incomplete. You could add more terrain to it if you want to make it into a mock. So you could even use the pieces for a mock, too. Which leads to... let's talk about collaborative build. it's not really collaborative builds. This is only meant for one person to assemble, so sadly you can't share this with a friend. I mean, if you can get the accessories and the top portion separate, maybe, but for the most part it's not really meant to be a collaborative build. So, we already covered all the important stuff on this. My final score, and I'm kind of stumped on this one here. I mean, it's a playable model, so that's always a good thing, but it's also not collaborative. And it's obviously not sturdy, got extra pieces. Some of the stuff like these oars are moving around. I wish there was a way to fix those to the boat. I mean, you can store the stuff in here if you want to. I'm going to say a 9.5. Just because of that. There was no stickers to fuss with or anything like that, but my main thing that I'm dinging off is the flimsiness of this. Is the build experience and just... or not the build experience. And I forgot to mention this did keep my interest throughout the build. So it wasn't a retention waster or anything like that. It did keep my interest, but it's just, I think the main thing is just the build quality on this is just sloppy. It just need to be planned out better. This is almost like something that somebody just slapped together and said, here it is, let's make a set out of it. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, I'm trying not to yawn here. My final score, like I said, is a 9.5, just due to build quality. Playability, it's pretty good. So for a young Minecraft fan, or somebody who's into Lego, this is a really fun set. It's got a lot of good pieces for other things. I don't know what the retail price of this is. I'm assuming this is going to probably be about $50. If it's less than that, it'd be a good deal. I'm going to say $50. What Lego's probably going to retail it for. But if you want to know the exact amount, just look in the description. So, and final thoughts, it's a nice set. I just wish it was built a little better. Other than that, this should keep a young builder occupied for many hours.